Hello and welcome. I am Varden Heste, and we are back with Rogue Trader. And so, last we left off, we had just beaten... I have to go to here. Just beaten the planet. Just beaten the planet. Right over here. But I have a feeling if I talk to the guy here, that'll end what's left of this. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and just go here. Also, I want to check what this is. Oh, it's a scan thing. I want to check what this thing is. Hello, sky. Hello, sky. Also, if I can go back to the bridge, I decided to look up some guides to make everybody better, to actually make effective characters and not do whatever the heck I was doing. Because I was making some very poor decisions. So everyone's better. And I made Sky specifically a charger. He just charges in and destroys everything. Here. What is this? +1 resolve. I might give this helmet to somebody else, though. Let's see. What do you have? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. It's what I do. It's what you do. The reason I want to give this helmet to... What are these? What is this stuff? Requires heretical. +4 wounds. When in veiled degradation. +10. Well, there you go. You lost a helmet, but you gained a necklace. I want to give this to her, because I want the resolve build-up. And as for this, critical hit chance to range attacks. I can give this to Pascal. Oh, wait a minute. +3 logic. I mean, I could lose 3 logic. Not that big of a deal. So I made everybody better, made him better, made all these people better. And we got this. Do I have any helmet to give you? Any helmet? Odi. To fellowship instead of intelligence gain +3. Hua. No, I need this. I need this. Also grants a bonus to fellowship equal to 2 times the... Yeah, this is why I want this. I need my fellowship. As you can see, all my stuff is a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Hoodie. Oh, this is just better. That was just better. I should look at all my gear. 30. And this is heretical. Oh, but it's Fortress World only. Oh. Oh, maybe not. Fortress World Origin. I see, I see. Death World Origin. I guess it's only the, or let me see. +5. +5. Agility. +10% parry chance. And see. Woody. Huh. I don't know. This looks better. This looks way better. We're gonna go with what looks better. It's what I do. It's what you do. Okay, let's go to the station. Shoot, earlier today, I had to deal with some black mold that I saw. I have a hole in my roof, apparently. So I went to my attic and just started spraying the whole thing in bleach. It wasn't that much, so it wasn't too bad. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Vigius pauses as if listening to something. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Wersaren's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. I see. Wait, what's going on? What is going on? Already. Something bad's happening. Woody? Loading screen. Loading screen. Loading. And then after that I went and played Pal World for a while. Oh, what is this? My throne. The everyday sounds of the bridge are disrupted by voices raised in anger. Abelard's voice, the loudest of all. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a high-born brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. The young woman standing before Abelard strives with all her might not to well under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters, but then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must ask the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer will be logged on our personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avrila Vent, requesting permission to speak. Vent falls silent and then adds rashly, on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. I will listen to what you have to say. Speak, Lieutenant. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I will not tolerate the kind of conduct on my ship, Abelard. Assign the lieutenant an appropriate punishment. Lieutenant, you have 1 minute to state your business. Let's see, I will be nice. I will be nice. Maybe a bit too nice. This middle option sounds pretty good too. Let's go with this one. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on the orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Vent is almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, her face extremely pale. Abelard is in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical hoof. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wersarian, and to intervene in what's happening on lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Vent reels off the last words, as though she knows them by heart. She has clearly been preparing to save them for some time. When she is finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, than at you. And there's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship, and no one has informed me. How did all this start? Where does Seneschal Warsen come into all this? I would not deem it a problem worthy of the rogue trader's intention. The lower decks, as it happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish worker rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 80 years later, we were still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on this ship, the word of the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, he will quell the unrest. I dread to think that what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I have already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your lordship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. How did this all start? The situation could be boiled over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between enforcers and workers to a head. Where does Seneschal Warsen come into all this? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry, time's running out. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order in the ways things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course when I receive information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valencius will find refuge on her ship. You were far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Warsen. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors. It has driven the people to the brink. Now there is a strike on the lower decks, and Depot 4, to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. But when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with the maximum force. Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? I have no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interest of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the lower captain to go down the lower decks and stop the assault unit. Speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way you will stop the uprising before it begins. Let's see, what is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served in specialized systems for generations. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which is now more besides giving succor to cultists and minions of the archenemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rot gut brewing. We have handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all the neighboring sectors. I heard enough. I will go down to lower decks and deal with the problem personally. I am certain that the Seneschal was acting within the authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decisions for myself. This matter is not worth the rotator's time. Leave the bridge, and don't ever disturb me again. I've heard enough. I'll go down to the lower decks and deal with this problem myself. Praise the Emperor. Thank you, Lord Captain. An enterprise bordering on the Sephoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Whatever. Let's see. Who do I have? I have everybody I wish to have. Who should I get rid of? I don't need you. Because then I could always keep... Let's see. I can get rid of you. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Sky's gotta watch the bridge. Watch the bridge, Sky. You got the bridge. Yeah, watch the bridge while we go down here. Go to the site of the conflict with the Seneschal. Dark echelons. Deal with the situation. Okay. Any items? Items? Oh. Hey, it's Syrian. Take that scum. Look who it is. Oh no, they are attacking. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. Did you hear? They were shouting your name. The people dared to disrespect a senior officer. Did you hear? They're shouting your name. Of course they were. The organization of the daily routine life of the ship rests upon my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems from which I endeavor to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation on lower decks have been a cause for concern, and I have intervened personally on more than one occasion. That must be why they remember me. They do not know your face. To them you are akin to a creature of legend, one who has stood on the steps of the Golden Throne, no less, whereas I am the man whose name is attached to every order docking rations or lowering a bay's heating. Let's keep moving. We need to go to the bottom of this. I have a feeling you're the reason all this is happening there with Syrian. I have a feeling you're the reason. Can I press that? Can I just keep going? I will just keep going. Oh, there's a valve over here. What if I press this? Hello, lower deck people. Maybe I should actually talk to these people. Emperor, save us. Let's see. Emperor, save you. Oh, what's going on here? Who are you people? The sounds of the heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avrilla Event of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of the heavily built assault unit officer. And judging by your expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already and has now reached boiling point. Hello, Ivan. Hello, Ivan. Maybe I'll slap them, maybe. I have my orders to put an end to the unrest and purge the sector. You can take your orders and shove them. This is my deck and my sector. There are only 3 people who can waltz in here without my express permission. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. Hello, Kaiju. Hello, Kaiju. I just started. We're trying to see what's going on in the lower decks. Apparently there's a revolt going on. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears. I also played a little Pal World earlier today, and I moved the resource base. I found an even better one. Your lordship. We encountered some locals on our way here. Their conduct was outrageous. They even tried to throw things at us. I give the assault unit permission to open fire. No. I want to speak to the strikers. What's the situation? Your lordship, my people have locked down the bay where strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as resources allow. I have to speak to the strikers. Abelard's mouth twists, but he restrains himself and says nothing. I wonder, can you have a power fist weapon for the Space Marine? Maybe. Maybe you could. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. The rebellion or a chaos insurgent? Big difference. I think it's a rebellion. And I have a feeling it's the Seneschal's fault.
What is rightfully ours.
Doo-doo. Any items? Items? There's a door over here. Items?
Know your duty.
Don't see any items over here. Can I open this door? Items? Open. Items. More peoples. Oh, items. I do wish for items. Nice. Collect all. Okay. Anything else? Can I speak to these random people? Huh. Inside the box.
Let the faith
There are
guide my
things.
path to glory.
Okay, nothing else. No more items. I sense. I do like items.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Wow, nobles from the upper decks. Down here to see us? A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation. From the barely discernible to the strange, to the outright grotesque. Hello. A whisper passes through the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reactions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd, an elderly woman and 2 men. These must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you have come down to us. Tell me what has troubled you. Why are you striking? That's just striking. That's news to us, your lordship, says a tall, thin man in worker's garb. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Shut up, Rivet. Here's the deal, your lordship. Your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to the whole base for a week at a time. So we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. It's all true. Vent is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks, who grew up midship, and has no fellow feeling towards us. Your lordship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We went on no strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we've been doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. The persecutions started apropos of nothing, you say. I was told that one of you was found in possession of a cultist amulet, and that there are heretics hiding here. And see you. A cultist amulet? What's that? The goo god they found it on the dead drunkard? If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people. There have been no new faces around. Definitely not. And if there were, we'd be the first to report them. And as for the amulet or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when the fights broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with, nobody's ever tread these decks in boots so fine. I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Ah. Oh yeah, those boots really were fine, and there was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor, and when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo motor. The same way your grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your lordship, we are the people of the faith. I confirm the information regarding the proper tending of the machine spirits in this sector. Servitors indicate that these commoners are performing the sacraments they are permitted to know. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the archenemy's creations? Weren't you warned that the unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I had my third little one. And that is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not there, or the scoundrel who brought evil down on himself and his neighbors? And see, Abelard, do you have anything to add? I authorize the use of all necessary measures to locate Chaos Worshippers hiding in the sector. The specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. Nevertheless, I am certain that their actions were justified. Cultists are no drunken stevedores. They are the enemy and a threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and now they're lashing out as if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here. Like that one there that the lieutenant won't let past. Our clans are all inside the bay. That's been sealed off. But the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who've had just about enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up. A death squad has just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Awareness. Their words seem sincere to you. Their body languages and the glances traded between them revealed the news of an attack has shocked them. Okay, what changes do you want? Would you look at this, the exalted Lord Captain himself is asking us. Bilge rats, what we want. Well, here's what we want you to rein in your damned enforcers, to quit turning off the heat, and to stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms, and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if there's cultists. Do show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of these club-wielding thugs can only improve things around here. Ooh, that sounds like a bad idea. I was with him for a second, but That's a little too much. You've gone too far, old man. They'll never let the maggots out on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks, too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies, and we'll talk to them, one lower decker to another. If there are any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan, and I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures, I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the Anointed Ones turns his back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before, all because we dared to speak. And see. Spreading anarchy in the ship in the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons to the untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands, and we will consider the rest. And see. Old man, listen. The Lord Captain himself has come down to us, and is offering concessions. I don't know a single person in the whole Vtuber who's ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talk to them. Back down, now's no time for you to be stubborn, old crone. Listen to us, old man. The 3 clans of Vtuber ought to act as one. We've made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. You two are ganging up on me. Is that it? So brave you are against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's great, just fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. Then it is decided. The prosecution will stop, and I will expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. Your lordship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your lordship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than the enforcers. We'll leave no stone unturned. We have done it. A nice and diplomatic way of fixing the rebellion. Had to drink some water. Drinking some water. And now I want to look for items. Any items? Items?
The divine
Any items?
watches over us.
I wish for items. Oh, goods right there.
Stay faithful, and you will be rewarded.
Thank you. Collect all. Anything else? Voodoo.
The machine god grants me insight.
Anything here? Anything? Items? Anything? Okay, that should be it. That
Let us
should
walk
be
this
it.
path to the end.
Okay, let's leave. Let us leave. Oh wait, what is that? What is this?
Know your duty.
Can I open this door? You know. I see a room here. I wonder. Can I press this? Oh, I can. Oh, can I?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Nothing's happening. Perhaps. Oh. Okay. Okay. Is there like a special thing I can do? Is there
With
a
each
puzzle?
step, I forge my destiny.
There might be a
among the
puzzle.
stars.
Probably a simple puzzle, but a puzzle. Do. Yeah, I see a couple. Ugh. Nothing happened. Okay, that. What about this? What about this? Maybe there's an order. There is an order, it seems. How about that? Okay, nothing there. What about this? Do. Nothing there. There's some in here. What about you? Got it. Not you.
Do you require inquisitorial approval?
Huh.
No, sir.
Your seneschal is
Huh.
always there for you.
I wonder if this will lead to anything.
The divine watches over us.
Do. Oh, item.
This exploratory
Nice.
is blessed with
We found it. We found the item. Nice. I don't know if there's a way there. Probably not. But we did it. We found the special item. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Uh-oh. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like, because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future as the helm of the Von Valencia's protectorate? Do not speak to your Lord Cap. Oh, you are a piece of shit. I used to like you. Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. Let's talk about your role in all this instead. You allowed this revolt to happen. Your actions practically guaranteed it would. I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Remember, Lord Captain, Theodora, do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers, while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for the Protectorate, as any true strategist and rogue trader ought. Maybe if Theodore had spent more than time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There is a new Lord Captain aboard this ship now, and I will not repeat her mistake. I would be only too willing to trust in my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation has spiraled out of your control, Abelard. So give me a reason why I should continue listening to your advice, trusting your judgment. Right now, I don't see any. Odi. I'm definitely mad at this guy. Saying, give me a reason why I should continue listening to your advice and trusting your judgment. Right now, I don't see any. Maybe if Theodore had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There's a new Lord Captain. I would be only too willing to trust in my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation has spiraled out of your control. And see, I'm thinking this one. Hoodie. I'm thinking this either the first one or the third one. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There's a new Lord Captain aboard this ship now. I will not repeat her mistake. You know what? Give me a reason why I should listen to you. You're the one who created this situation. Frowns is up. Danny, clearly at war with his military training, but the latter wins out. He shrugs slightly, just out his chin, and speaks in a calmer, graver voice. I never expected to hear such words after all my years of service, but I suppose I have brought this on myself. Allow me to explain. The prosperity of the Von Valencius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in the Lord Captain Theodore's deeds the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known and everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers and scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible, and to do that, I must insulate you from problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations, procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades, cannot suddenly be deemed excess to the requirements. Theodora's trusted an established procedure and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building the future for the Von Valencia Protector with me, stop living in the past. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as a Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in the new world, a world where Theodore is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. The prosperity of the Von Valencia's Protectorate is just as important to me. You're the only person who has comprehensive knowledge of how things are run on this ship. I think in the future I will follow your recommendations now. I value what Theodore created, and I trust that this situation is an aberration in the ship's otherwise smooth operation. Since the established procedures are working, I see no reason to change them. I have seen plenty of sentiment and hand-wringing in recent days, but very little competence. I have no plans to rely on your judgment or your tired, tested procedures in the future. And see. Maybe these first two. Theodore trusted in established procedures, and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building the future of the Von Valencia's Protector with me, stop living in the past. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as a Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in the new world, where Theodore is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. Ooh, both of these two. Maybe the second one is bit more diplomatic. Yes, Lord Captain. Abelard solemnly inclines his head. Yes, Lord Captain. After moments of silence, he adds, looking at you with interest. Your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. And now, please, let us leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. Okay, I think this all worked out. This was a character growing moment. Let's go to the
faith guide
to the bridge.
Path to glory.
You know, I think everybody grew. Yeah, hopefully he'll make better decisions. That was cool. I like this. There were so many different ways this all could have gone. I liked it. He calls me weak, but I still, accept his reasoning. But still, he must accept that there's other ways to do things. And I will do them the other ways. Although I did level up. And I do not know what I'm supposed to do next. Because I went through a guide to do all this. So let's see, oh shoot, what was the guide telling me to do? Oh no. I don't remember. Oh no, I don't remember what the guide told me. Oh well, even if I choose wrong, I'll just redo it. And see. The target's neck attack will ignore cover and will have double the effective distance. Oh. If the target is under the effect of voice of command, this attack will ignore enemy dodge. Additionally, the damage from this attack can't be reduced below 30. Ooh. Break their ranks. This ability can target allies who have enemies adjacent to them. Okay, you know what? I think I like this one. Uh-oh. Oh, this one I think I remember. It was simply giving me more health. Increase your wounds, yeah. Do more health. Is there anything else I can do? Already did fellowship. Base skill. Persuasion. Advanced skill. I can't do advanced skill persuasion. 7 persuasion. Even more persuasion. But I think giving myself more health will be useful as an officer. Because health is important. And if it does end up being wrong, I'll just do it. I'll redo it. Huh. Okay, this one's rather easy. I think it was weapon skill. Huh. And this one was carouse. I believe. Apply. You. What did you want? Weapon skill. And... well, I think Xenos. Yeah, Xenos. You. What do you want next? Ooh, I don't remember. Oh, is it tactical knowledge? I think it was tactical knowledge. And then, oh, no, I don't remember. Odi. I can always give him plasma weapon expert, because he does use a plasma weapon. I'll have to recheck that. Next. Ooh. Let's see, perception. Strength. Oh, I do need to do strength. Because I do want to give her a heavy bolter eventually. So strength it is. Let's see. Bolt weapon expert. I think that's what we did. Apply. Who? And then you. Adi. I don't remember. I could give her foreboding. It is pretty good. Gains +4 until the end of turn. It's actually pretty good. I think I'd rather do foreboding though. Odie. I don't remember. Yeah, Psi, we'll just go with Psi 1. Who else? You. Weapon skill. Carouse. Wow, your carouse is pretty high. Pretty high. Odie, Odie. Is that everybody? It is everybody. Okay. Let's go. It's been an hour, and we've only still been on the ship. I'm liking this game already, though. Oh. When I was watching some videos, apparently there's so much, like, of a universe. Like, there's a whole area with so many planets. Wait, what is this? Oh, begin scan. The prison planet. Oh, it's the prison. Opening the map is a vast region of space where you will travel between. In each, you need by steering your flagship towards them. You can explore planets, study anomalies, and interact with other ships. To switch to the map of the entire coordinates expands, click the button in the bottom right corner of the screen. I see. I think I remember something about this place, the prison. And there's the ship over here as well. Unidentified void ship. Oh. Okay. I kind of want to... Let's see. Points of interest detected. Let's do this first, because I think this is where you get the Navigator. I really want the Navigator. But I want to check these other places too. Lord Captain, reporting. The heralds of the Novice Nobiliet continue to maintain Vox silence. Perhaps due to Urak V being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of the interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Novice Nobiliet house requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmissions. And see. Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. I am sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by a rogue trader, and the declaration of your intent to negotiate is in person. Order the Augur crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The officers from the Augur crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not yet been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed Navigator's heralds ignoring us? And see, we will not invade a station without first acquiring official approval. Order the crew to commence a docking with the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We don't know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed Navigator's blind. Dock safety and may the God Emperor light your path. I will go in. Let's do this. Begin scan. Let's go. I will bring... Who should I leave behind? Who should I leave behind? I don't need Heinrich. I mean, I don't care for a deer either, but I do need a psyker. Just in case. Let's go, Sky. Yeah, Heinrich can watch the ship, you know. Actually, it would probably make more sense for the Seneschal to watch the ship while we're gone. I'll have to think about what crew I'm gonna have, because I know I'm gonna have way more people than I can take. Oh, what's happening? Hello, hello. He looks good.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
How dare you argue?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed. Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning? Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle again.
Oh my god.
With these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
What is happening? Oh, I'm not gonna skip. I'm not seeing anything though. It says hold enter to skip. I mean, nothing's happening, so I'm gonna... Oh! You shot him. Not a step further. Oh! Autosave 3. I think I understand what happened. I understand. I understand. I was supposed to skip that. Okay, let's do this. I understand now. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what am I waiting for? Let's do this. Dune Dune. Chaos is everywhere.
Pathetic worm.
Maybe I'll just skip this time.
Dare to argue with your master?
How dare you argue?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed. Confess.
Confess.
What was the old man's last command?
Oh, there's teeth and
What are you
eyes.
planning? Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle again.
Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to
More
execute.
eyeballs and teeth. Let's see. A tall man stops you. I see they killed everybody already. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the purely scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black blinking eyes are watching your every move. And the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsating behind the lower lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Let's see him. I am rogue trader Varden Heste Varden Valencias, and I am no enemy of the Novice Nobiliet. This system has been under the protection of the Winter Scale dynasty for many years. Admittedly, I do not expect to meet another rogue trader in my lifetime. And since fate has brought such an important person to my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper of the station. So you did not come to offer support to the traders. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand the Uric V of 5 is a holy sanctum or house or Cilio, and that path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. The navigator looks at his guards and winces. The soldiers are quivering, as if their tormented flesh were being flayed, yet they keep clenching their weapons. Provide me with a navigator, and I will immediately depart the station. Why would a keeper of the station command vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? The blame lies with Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Urak V. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for he opened his third eye in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased him. The Theobald I knew would never have used his powers in such a reckless manner. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I am going to try. The warp currents in the system have been tumultuous for dozens of cycles, and have worn the veil between our world and the Immaterium, thin and frail, at least here on the station. The ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it. Oh, and their bodies morphed, and pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatics took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station, but I rallied the few who still followed the light of the Golden Throne to set things right. The Lord Navigator here is speaking the unvarnished truth. I bet this station is full of voices and whispers, all trying to break through the other side, waiting for you to reach out and swing the door open wide. I sincerely hope that the influence of the Immaterium has not yet affected your body and your soul. With all due respect, I advise you not to remain at the station. Return to your void ship. I need to save Lady Cassia. If you are not willing to help, or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. What kind of help are you talking about? I still have questions concerning the situation in the station. Taken by force. I do not care about your wit, mistress. I am looking for a navigator, and you will do. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet... Philip tries his hand away from his ribcage, notices blood, and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness, but you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orselio's herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part of the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly performed the rites of the appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Pascal excitedly reaches for a data slate, requesting access to the object's data crypt. The Navis Nobiliet uses independent modifications of standard sanguinary technologies due to the uniqueness of the genetic code inherent in the lineage of each house. And these technologies were made secret for a reason. I must respectfully decline your request, esteemed servant of the Omnissiah. You have your sacraments, and we have ours. Why should I help you? You came to this station for a reason. House Orsilio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. But if you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfactory, be it riches, influence, or the powers of our navigators. So how am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main cognitor is situated in the guards room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. If it's so simple, why don't you do it yourself? I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path to the laboratory in the guards room is blocked by very sane madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the novice nobliette or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength, something which I currently happen to lack. I see, I see. I guess that makes sense. So what have you decided, Descendant von Valencia's line? The woes of your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy. I will help you, if not for the sake of profit, but the sake for the Imperium. It will be an honor to save the Lady Navigator from her woes. The rogue Navigator's aid will cost House Orsilio, but you should rejoice, for your mistress will live. I will rescue your mistress, but in return I require House Orsilio to sign a contract with my protectorate. Let's see. Signing a contract. I don't know, it's kind of forcing a contract on them. Hoodie. I will do it for the good of the Imperium. You should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, Rotator, and may the Emperor's light be with you. Item.
Let us walk this path to the end.
That wasn't so
The
difficult.
corpses were mauled by a force far beyond the mortal capacity. The faces are twisted in pain, and the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tools, scissors, stuffies. I see. All the stuffies.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I do want items. Items. Nice. Collect all. Do. What is this? Oh, miscellaneous. Hoodie. Huh. Okay, so here's the elevator.
Know your duty.
Okay, there's stuff over there. Can't go that way. I need to go this way. This is the elevator, I think. The elevator's power is out. Okay, so we gotta go this way. Jump over.
Ruinous favor prevails.
Hello, peoples. I'm here to take your things. Bad peoples. Must grab books. What is this? Intercepted conversation between security officers. Bad peoples. Go! God, protect the child. Odi. They're... Why so evil?
The impure cannot
Okay.
escape their fate.
Let us see. Let's see how powerful my people are. I want you here. I want you. What do you? Let's see, I want you here. And I'm going to put you here. Oh, she's gonna be a while before she can shoot back. Well, you here. Varden Heste here. Sky here. Oh, I can't put you there. Darn. Yeah, but you here. And Sky here. That should be good. Oh, I'm first. Okay. I wish to give the voice of command with you. See, Air of Authority. Give resolve.
And so shall it be done.
Oh, do I not get... Oh, did I accidentally use too much? Oh, the wells. Okay. And... Oh, I see what it is. That's right, I have a skill that gives me, ability to go first. Totally forgot about that. I only get 2 action points, though. Okay. Do this.
One step closer.
Do this.
Purpose guides me.
And charge.
Waste my time on that. This is beneath me.
Charge.
I need no guidance.
Get him.
What a satisfying
believe.
demise.
Let's do this.
I will triumph.
And let's do you.
Ruin beckons.
Sworn enemy. Let's go ahead. Oh, I probably could have attacked this guy. Whoops. Whoops. My bad. My bad. That was definitely my bad.
I've suffered worse.
Oh no. Oh, that was actually a good thing.
I shall repay
It made him
your
dodge.
strike, shan't I?
Argenta, go. Argenta will be next. Perfect. You're exactly what I want. Okay, so we're going to do this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Do this. Was this concentrated fire? Next range attack made by the soldier deals that much more damage. Do
I'll do
this.
it.
Buff yourself up even more. And just unleash hell. Unleash.
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor.
Pay this debt.
Unleash hell again.
I'll do it.
Who even taught you to fight
Oh.
like this?
You missed. You missed. That's alright. Oh no. Owsies. Why'd you shoot me? Why you hurt me? Why you hurt me? And C. Analyze enemy. Expose weakness.
On it.
Analyze enemy.
Was that you? Or
Do. Lightning arc. Oh, it's a heroic act. I don't want to use my heroic act. Phew.
anything else?
Nice. Oh, there's more people. Oh, I did not see that. Okay, and in turn, I don't want to use your heroic act. Ooh. They're hurting you. No. No, Sky, no.
Resolve is unsheathed.
I believe, Sky. I believe. Okay. Hootie. Hootie. You do have that. You do have resolve.
I will not be deterred.
Phew.
The Emperor commands.
And then go again.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Hootie. And I want you to unleash hell.
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Rookies!
Good job. Although you did shoot Abelard there. Hootie. Shoot. This person. There are a few people. Kinda want to shoot this guy. Shoot them.
And so it shall be done.
Wait, why did you shoot him? I want you to shoot this guy. Why'd you shoot him? My goodness, Sky. Sorry, Sky. Maybe there's a buff on this guy that makes it where you can't shoot them. Maybe that is what that is. Okay.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent.
What is this? Taunting scream. Taunting scream. And then attack.
One fewer target.
Nice. I can still fight. Yes, Sky's got this. I believe. I believe in Sky. Who are you? Tactical knowledge. Tactical knowledge. Analyze enemy. Expose weakness.
My competencies are not that universal.
Use this one then. And then let's see. I'm gonna shoot your gun. Okay, what does this do? Plasma overcharge, extra damage. Plasma overcharge, area. Area might be better. Huh. Nice. Get destroyed. Get destroyed. Oh yeah, I forgot to use your heroic action. I keep forgetting to use my heroic actions. Woody Woody, Sky is still alive.
One step closer.
Phew. I believe in Sky. Yeah, if I increase your distance, you can go, and you can do stuff like that. Sword enemy. You got this Sky, I believe. Argenta. Phew. There's bad peoples. Lots of bad peoples. Which way do I want you to go? Maybe it's best you go this way. Whew. Probably should reload.
Commands, I act.
Reload. No, don't do that. Here, let's see, what's this? Concentrate fire. Let's do this as well. And let's go ahead and shoot this guy.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, the answer is you don't shoot. For some reason. Okay, never mind. No, Sky, no! Woody, Woody, Woody. Okay. I'm gonna give this to you. Woody, Woody. Sensory deprivation. Whew. Do this. And do that. Woody, Woody. And do this. And then I want you to run back.
What is this foreboding?
In turn. Woody, Woody, Woody. Okay, I believe. I wish to give. Honestly. Someone extra turn. Woody. No attack limit. I wish to give oh, I can't. I wish to give you an extra turn. Okay, you're gonna run and gun.
Justice for the weak.
Huh.
Rejoice in
Do this. It's your one friendly creature at limited range. See. Do
As the
this.
Emperor commands, I act.
And I want you to shoot this guy. Why'd you shoot Sky?
I will avenge
Argenta doesn't like Sky. I've noticed this.
you. Can assist escape the Emperor's judgment.
And fire. Worth it. Worth it. Most people don't. Oh, I thought it was a risk I could handle. Or you could handle. The answer was... that wasn't true. Ooze well. I should probably give you better armor. I just didn't want to lower your dodge chance, because dodge is pretty important. Honestly, I think it's more important. There's a guy just sitting here, while I just did a lot of shooting at people. Woody. Give me all your gear. All your gears. Give me. I want it. I want it all. Examine.
Operation?
Most unfortunate souls took their own lives by slicing their guts wide open. I'm gonna talk to you, because you're just a random dude. Mumbles incoherently.
Serve the dynasty.
I see.
With each step, I
Item.
forge
Item.
my destiny among the stars.
Item. Give me. I want item. I want more item. See that item? I want that.
We should deal with this.
Nice. Item. Give me. What is this? It looks cool. I want it. What is this? I want it. Ooh. A Ripper auto pistol. I don't think it's any better than what I'm currently using. Ooh, an arc rifle. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else do we have? More goods? What is this? Mutated flesh sample. I'm carrying too much heretic stuff. How could I? How could I do this to my emperor? I feel so dirty. Absolutely dirty. Let's go this way, because there's more items. I wish for item. More item. Wanted.
Let
And
the faith guide my path to glory.
Lord Imperium, the statue of the famous Galaxian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon the Magnificent, the 23rd year of this millennium. Original. I see. What is this? Cool. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Any other items? Anything? What's in here? I wish for item. Give me item. I want item. Thank you, thank you. Item. There's a lot this way.
Let us walk this path to the end.
There's also this over here. Hellozies. Can I have? Open.
Know your duty.
Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and use tech for this, even though there's no point. I also want to open this door.
Perfection.
Oh, there's a guy here. He has gloves. +5 bonus to persuasion? Well, we know who that's going on. We know who that is going on. What do I have before? +5 damage. +5 critical chance of single shots and dead-eye shots. I don't need that. Let's see. This is for snipers. See, do you have any gloves? You don't, but they'll get the +5 damage. Do. Okay. Anything else? There's an eyeball on that door. Do. Hello. Bad peoples? God protect the child. No. Why are you bad person? Oh. My guy just shot him. There. There wasn't even a fight. I just literally just shot him.
This explorator is
The-
blessed with
The
multifunctionality.
deep cut extends across the mutant's throat, and the holy Aquila has been carved into their forehead. Traitors are often executed in this way.
With
See.
each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
I see. Anything else? Item? Item. Give me item. I want item. Open. Open door, Pascal.
Operation successful.
Do. Pascal. I think Pascal is his actual name. I keep saying Pascal. Ooh, what is this? Long glass. Ooh, this is really good. I want that. Let me just get everything first. More item. More item.
The machine guard
More item.
grants me insight.
I want sniper. Wow, this is a lot better. Even better. That's a pretty good weapon. Ooh,
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
any more? What lies in here? Lots of dead peoples. Crumple up sheet, I see. Well, it's an item. It's all I know. Items are what I want. Oh, what is
We
this?
shall reclaim what is
Awaken
rightfully
the
ours.
spirit. The Cognitor's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks with hisses and agony, still refusing to perish. The tech priest Vox systems emit a Binhark trill, and the dendrites start furiously lashing at the air. I am recording blasphemy. The person found guilty of such cruelty to a noble mechanism must be sentenced to the immediate destruction. Awaken the Cognitor. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The Cognitor's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the Cognitor's systems. Request data on the stations and navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the vid screen. Felic or Cilio, location main hall, status, alive. Theobald or Celio, upper chambers, status, alive. Colomira or Cilio, upper chambers, status, deceased. Alexius or Cilio, location, lower levels, status, deceased. Ramses Estevan or Cilio, unknown, status, deceased. The child, location, upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress level exceeds the permissible limit, status, unknown error, attention, calming procedures advised, attention, upper chambers inaccessible, error, the control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact a station keeper or the Navis Laboratorum custodian. Examine the log. The archive data stored on the Cognitor's local data crypt is particularly corrupt, but you still manage to access the residual logs for examination. View Vox Report 12AH890. The Vox reporting hisses of some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is now responding. Requesting back. The officer's speech is interrupted by shouting, and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior Station Officer, this is Captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure if it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own. So remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. The following Vox recordings are too badly distorted to make out even a single word. Examine the recent entries of the incident log. Report X880 Originator. Classified. Date. Classified. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have the remains reprocessed. Report X886 Originator. Classified. Date. Classified. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Report X891 Originator. Classified. Date. Classified. Data expunged. Examine the station's docking log. The log is almost completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the latest entry. Identity confirmed. Regent Aeronator Orsilio. Date of visit. Classified. Reason for visit. Classified. Date of departure. Classified. Examine the security log and life support logs. The yellow lights above the control panel flicker to life, and a singular repeating message streams down the vid screen. Warning. Damage in the technical compartments A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning. Living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning. Unable to access the station's docking system. Warning. Energy regulation system unknown error. The station will transfer over to the emergency power. Immediate evacuation to the facility is advised. Warning. Pascal casts a brief glance at the vid screen and speaks dryly. The imminent demise of the void station is affirmed. The damage to its core infrastructure has reached critical mass, at which point further degradation has commenced in a cascading configuration. View the encrypted data. Something buzzing in the cognitor's metallic gut. Several red lumens light up above the vid screen. Required access level security captain or above. Current access level senior security officer. Break through the machine guardian's defenses. Success. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. The cognitor's overloaded processors whir unhappily. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands have been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness. Now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete picked flow. Disable access code. Annul station controls. Delete activate. Shuttle self-destruct purge command. Log. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system has recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that? Return the list of the available commands. The vid screen blinks, and the mechanisms in the machine's core emit a quiet hum. See, should I call Rakad Mineris for help? The system cannot carry out your command despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the cognitor's mechanisms. Switch to the main chamber controls. The cogs within the sacred mechanism slowly start turning with heavy grinding and clanking. The tired machine's spirit grants you access to the station control, or at least its parts that still obey the cognitor. Open all doors on that level. Cognitor's vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirits had fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect, as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out the inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupt, processing error is required. Vox to submit a biotrill. The spirits of this sacred machine require special purification rituals in order to restore utilization of the Lagua more familiar to the citizens of the Imperium. Pressing access to the device. Go ahead. Pascal's fingers drum out a resonant crescendo on the control panel. On his Mechadendry's metal cover, his data cord slides to the machine innards. The conductor's body starts crackling with electrical impulses, and the tech priest nods with satisfaction. A few minutes later, Pascal raises his hands above the machine, chants a brief litany only he can understand, and pushes his surviving stump of one of the levers. My humble prayers have satisfied the machine's requirements. And see. Main hall. The cognitor takes a few moments to gather data from the station's active systems. According to the report, the door has already been opened. Library. The cognitor takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems. According to the report, the door has already been opened. Adjacent compartment. You push a few buttons on the control panel, but the system rebels and keeps resetting your commands. According to the data, the compartment you are trying to open is depressurized. Technical error areas. The Condor takes a few moments to gather data from the station's active systems and produces the following message. The protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. Guard room. Takes a gathered data from the station's active systems. Already open. Laboratory. Oh. Did I open something? Oh, this is the laboratory door. We've done it. We actually did something. Protocol has been executed. The passages have been opened. Okay. Return to the list of available commands. Main elevator controls. A few manipulations with the switches make you realize the elevator to the upper chambers is blocked. Activate the elevator. Processing query. Confirmed. Returned. Okay, step away from the cognitor. You thank the machine spirits and reset the operating protocol. Okay.
Let us walk this path.
I did open a few doors. Don't know where all the doors are. But there were a few doors I opened. Where could they be? Oh, is it this? Gimme. This is +5 warp lore. I don't know who to give that to. Don't know who to give that to.
The divine watches over us.
Hooty. I could give it to... Eh, we don't need to give it to anybody right now. I don't think it's something
I forge my destiny among the stars.
What's going on? Here, let's go to... See, what is your warp lore at right now? 30? Who has the highest warp lore? You. No, you have 25. You have 50. I have 45. So you... And you don't have a helmet on, so let's go ahead and give that to you. Just in case I need it. You never know. What's going on with this room? Is there any doors? Oh. Did I open any doors? Any doors? I want the doors open. I don't fully recall all the things I opened. Okay, this is the only one with a cutscene, but I opened one other door. Hello? Ooh, item. I want item. Give me item. I like item.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
So this is the laboratory. Ooh, what are these? Ooh. These look like you shouldn't inject them into you. And I might do it anyway. You never know. You never know. What is this place? Bad peoples? I don't see any bad peoples. What I do see is a room full of things. Let's see. Take all. Give me this. Give me that. Let's see, remake control rod. What is this? Okay, I remade control rod. What is this? Transducer? What's a transducer?
I need to look closer.
What did I just do? Dust. Ooh, I got dust.
No.
What does this do? I have a feeling I did something stupid. Let's see. What if I press this button? Data crypt connector. What is this? A Regent flask. Catalyst flask. Ah, tissue. Tissue. Mutated flesh. Navigator flesh. Ah, what if I read? Okay, what if I read? Okay. Experimental selection. The child's influence on the okay, let's see. This test subject exhibits signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within a day of being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ossular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent placement of these secretions with the connective tissue of his internal environment. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's residence died several chronoturns later. Extensive wounds in the abdomen, simply inflicted by jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestines. The subject's final shout. See, research notes. See, inflicted. Graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin to grow so he could study and influence the rebellious materium on the flesh of the novice, just as we thought. Wait. Okay, more and more servants are being influenced by the immaterium. It has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. You discover that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finally grinding the region to catalyze the reaction. Okay. 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 Grind the region to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burdens for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, though, one more thing. The tech priest blessed the data crypt H41 okay for the calculated members of the chrono turns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. Malfunctioned over the course of the research. Keeper graciously agreed to provide his skin, dust, and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. Oh. God be praised. I am lucky to still have my head and my shoulders across the reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an improvement of discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, and not even the... I see. Okay. Tissue. Do we want to put this in here? So maybe we should put this. Wait, there's a side crystal. Buddy. Catalyst. Okay. Catalyst. Foul smelling hissing liquid. Don't use acid. Don't use black water. Okay, don't use this. Okay, don't use black water. Don't use adamite. So catalyst, that's the catalyst. And it said don't use adamantine. But I also have a psi crystal. What do you? Okay. I should save. I'm gonna save. Save game. Okay. Let's see, what else does the note say? Doesn't Blackwater. This was the worst idea that could have ever entered my mind. So don't use those two. Don't use acid. Seems to protect the flail's skin. That would have entered my mind. Wait, adamite does and Blackwater. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God ever be praised. I am lucky to still have my head on my shoulders. Okay. Okay. Should I grind this? Crystal dust. Collect all. Okay, I'm gonna just throw something in there. Ugh. Crystal dust. Go in. Data. Oh. Oh, that's right, that's right. He told me about that. Let's say the data crypt malfunctioned over the course of the research. I should. Info. Of course, I should remind the to deliver the sacred mechanism to cable hands. Malfunctioned over the course of our research. Okay, the tech priest blessed the data H41 OK for the calculated numbers of controls, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the. Okay, so H41 OK. H41 OK. H41 OK. Close. Activate. Did it work?
This is out of the ordinary.
It did work. Adaptive antidote. Grants immunity to toxic damage until... I don't know if that was worth it. Woody. Or I can do this. Put this in there. Put this in here. Black water. Do. Well, we can always do the meteor. Oh, I already used CKO. Let's see what happens. Oh, it blew up. I think I already did it correctly. Okay, I did it correctly by accident. Do. I seem to do these puzzles very well. Or do I get very lucky on them? Oh wow, loading is taking forever. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, I think I did. I didn't do this when I saved. Turns out this was correct. Select all. Okay, we got the mutated skin. We got the biogel. We got the crystal dust. And then we want to do the okay.
The Emperor
And
gave me
we got
a
it.
vision.
Collect all. Yay. I don't know if that was the best you can get, but I got something. I got
Let
something.
the faith guide my path to glory.
Let's do this. Let's go. See, is that everything? Oh. Did I leave items in there? Oh,
Divine watches over
did I
us.
leave items? I don't think I did. I think it's just... Yeah, it's just these. Okay, let's go. Interactables.
We shall reclaim what
Let's
is
go.
rightfully ours.
We return. Do.
Triumphant.
Use athletics.
As always.
Use. On. Didn't I? I thought I did that. Control rod. Did I not use the control rod? I have the control rod. Fair. An elevator controller made with the help of the Navigator's technology. Okay. Control rod required. I have the control rod.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the
A
stars.
bit confused. Do I talk to you? Oh, I do talk to you. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you. Brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Continue. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the cursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy. They fall at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Let's see. Let's see. Tell me more. What paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak. The naughty little things. They say that tearing off the mask is your concern. Thank you. Everything is clear now. Idris nods tirelessly and glances at Felix. Let's see, the station has enough problems without your sorcery, Zyger. Okay, keep the key. Care to explain yourself? Sign of the Von Valencia's dynasty. What is the meaning of this? Who was a child mentioned in the documents? Reports found on the station. You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The child is what the station's servants call Lady Cassia, but the commoner's dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful than they are still able to speak. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corps I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the scions of the noble bloodline? The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. The warp corrupts not only the soul, but just as much the body and the mind. The mad and the furious, a single servant wielded more strength than an entire squad of the mistress' personal guards. The bodyguards had their minds fogged as well, but their honed will let them hold out just long enough to destroy those who rushed in to assault them with bare hands. Destroying the shuttles, shutting off the power, disabling the security systems. Too many things required special access. Access available only to the keeper of the station. As I'm sure you're aware, there were 2 keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald or Cilio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen Ulrich V in our noble line. I listened to the recording recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I saw the security captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the station systems, but Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and could not have initiated the self-destruct protocol. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or you dare to suspect me of what happened? The one who is going out of his way to preserve what little there is still left? By the God Emperor, you will keep these slanderous accusations to yourself. I listened to the recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient, this is true, and in the end I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left almost nothing of my home. Enough. I will not trust you as far as I can throw you. Enough lies. I am certain that you are the one behind this coup. I'm pretty sure he is the one who did it. Enough lies. I suppose it's time to remove my mask. Congratulations, you got me. But did you really expect me to be sincere this entire time? To welcome you with open arms, an ally of Tessaphone and her monster? The accursed child who had tormented the navigators of House Orsilio for years. Don't make me laugh. You arrived to help her completely destroy our house, and I cannot let that happen. What are you babbling about? I know nothing of the Tessaphone or the monsters of any kind. You could not be more wrong, but the idea of destroying your house becomes more appealing with every word you say. I feel like you are obviously quite mistaken. I came here to get myself a navigator, nothing more. You do not. In that case, accept my sincere apology for the deception in my earlier behavior. I have no intention of making an enemy of von Valencia's heir, nor of destroying the station that served as my home for many years. It left me no choice. You cannot even imagine what monster lurks in the upper chambers. An evil, a plague, a pestilence on our bloodline that seeks to destroy House Orsilio from within. And Theobald and his followers, just mindless fanatics serving his evil. Lady Cassia is a scion of merciless tyrant, but is not her relation to Tessaphone that is terrifying. She is a monster whose powers drive servants insane in mere turns. A cursed child who can kill a navigator from Orsilio's bloodline with just a look. I alone managed to get close enough to her over the years. She lowered her guard and trusted me. And at long last, I rid my house of the curse. This is the truth. Perhaps you are ingratiating yourself to me, hoping I will let my guard down. It must have been terrible to live under a monster's yoke for so many years. If this monster's death will convince you to finally leave the station, I will kill her. If your cursed child agrees to become my navigator, I will gladly rid you of your burden. Concede. You don't understand. This is... You are correct. This may work. Certainly is possible. You're going to need this charm. Woody. If you manage to press it against the monster's skin, whether by force or by guile, the baleful influence of her powers will recede. You will be able to take her and leave the station. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have no idea what's going to happen. Oh my goodness. Are you guys alright? Cassian. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs stands with her arms raised, her hands deformed with talon-like nails, her deathly pale face coated with blood that continuously streams from her scarlet misted eyes, her spiny gills slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As the overworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warped nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You grasp for air in terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears burn on your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is it happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? A deer emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Oh, oh, oh. Out. As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. I am registering abnormal activity in my tear ducts. The salt being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. The vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged. Heresy. Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head, and her white hair veils her face. Let's see. Is this... Let's see. Let's see. I know why I am here, and so I will stand strong against any illusion. Hoodie. Let's see. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please calm down. Hoodie. She warily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? Varden Heste von Valencius, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pardon my manners, Varden Heste. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Let's see. Theobald Orsilio, the heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby, erupts into low sobs, his eyes swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from him. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sick child, don't preserve. You, the old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins. His bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly, sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside the decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orsilio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged it's making the whispers shrink like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whatever you are. As present, I am trying to determine what is happening on Eric 5. Prestige, I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wretched station, or like scoundrels in Bellic service. So who are you? Let's see. Varden Heste von Valencius, rogue trader. To you, old man, I am your lordship, rogue trader. Yeah, Varden Heste von Valencius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader is in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times. ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orsilio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. Okay. Let's see. What is the curse that has taken hold of everyone in this room? Curse, you don't understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giggly. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tesiphone, for she is the heir of House Orsilio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft. And see. I want to know what happened to you and Ferric. Felix is my wayward student. He came to Eric V as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and trusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long tradition of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our Novators, Tesiphone Orsilio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the destiny before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the Novator's throne. So choose whose side you are on, a murderous traitor or the lawful side of the noble house. Odi. See, how could you lose control of your own station? I've had enough of the Navigator feuding. That's it. I am leaving. And see, what service do you ask of me? Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Arnotto, acting head of House Orsilio in the Coronis Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a Navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. What you said that, you were talking as though you were expected to die here. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felix inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne, slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help. There's a medicate deck on my ship. No, I am a keeper of Eric V, and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. And see, how could you lose control of your own station? Do not trust my errors in my face. I am twice your age, and twice as wise. Take my advice, trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or far-fetched ideas of bright future. Felix said that the child is a monster, a legacy of tyranny that must be wiped out. And do you believe him? After everything he has done to the station, Felix only wishes to dispose of the heir and take the reins of blood-stained hands. Do not besmirch Lady Cassia's good name. The child is the holiest and most innocent creature on this entire station. Is this so? Please share your thoughts. Let's see. Last thing I need is a monster on my ship. No. Hody. Let's do away with him together. The last thing I need is a monster on my ship. Cassie will remain here, and you shall serve as navigator on my vessel. No. I should bring Cassie to Felix as promised. Let's do away with him together. Allies are always welcome, even temporary ones. I will revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of House Orsilio's heir will help us destroy our enemies and shield us from Felix Navigator forces. But you, rest for a time before the battle. Let's do this. Is there items? Items? I want to look at painting. And other painting. Any items? Items? Item? I see that there is items over here. Item? 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 Oh, it's on the other side. But who knows, maybe that my people will see something. Do you see something? Oh, awareness? Awareness? Item? Item? Item?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Item. I wish for item. Thank you. Thank you for item. Thank you, thank you. Anything else? Hoodie, hoodie. Why aren't you moving? There you go. Their soldiers look pretty cool. They do have pretty cool armor. Okay, let's level everybody up. Level everybody up. Hoodie, hoodie, hoodie. Hoodie, hoodie, hoodie. I'm unsure what to do. I'm gonna have to re-look at these things. Might as well just give you just more, let's give you more persuasion. Why not? Commerce. I do like commerce. I think that's right. Yep. Apply. You. I wish to give you Woody. 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 Defensive maneuvers. Ramming speed. I can help with your charge. Let's just do that. And I'll give you... Oh shoot. What do I give you? I guess demolition? Medicaid? I guess I can give you demolition. Or Medicaid. What do you... Medicaid, demolition... Medicaid. Woody. High Medicaid value also assists in healing old injuries before they would turn into traumas. Oh. I could do Medicaid. For now we'll just do Medicaid, why not? Because we already have Argenta for demolition. Do. What should I give you? Just give you lots of stuffies. I will give you advice and guidance. Although I was thinking, since I'm not going to plan on using this character continuously, I might just make her an awareness person and use her as a as one of my what you call. Let's see, can I give you awareness? Perception. Can I give you perception? Training, strength. She must already have it. Perception. Oh, right here. Because I'm thinking, I'll just make her a, an awareness person. Oh, I can't do willpower anymore. I guess I might as well do intelligence. And get her warp up. Yeah. Apply. I'll probably redo all these people. Next. What do I wish? Yaddy. I do not know. You already have one feature. I already have that. I might as well give you bolter weapon proficiency. Allow the character to use Woody. I guess I already have these. Do. Ballistic skill. Give you even more ballistic skill. I'm gonna probably redo this anyway. Probably redo this. Oh, it will not die. Give her more health. You. Give you Buddy yuddy. Sharpshooter. Gain +2 blitz skill and plus bonus. 5 cells between them, and that's pretty good. Perception. Ballistic skill. Apply. Apply. And now for Sky. What does Sky want? Sky wants... I think I already gave you certain things. During the endurance, damage or deflection is increased. What do you... defensive maneuvers? Dodge. Let's do that one. I want it all. He wants it all. All of it. Oh, I can't give you those. Okay, let's see. What is your next best? I guess demolition is your next best. Might as well. Give you some demolition. There we go. Good job, Sky. Woody Woody. I wish to speak. Cassia. Cassia. Okay. Let's go ahead and save game. I think we got everything. Dude. Let's do this. While this may be in Alliance of Convenience, you shall follow. I shall follow you.
Let
Okay.
us walk this path to the end.
I imagine this means let's go downstairs. Let's go. We shall fight. It is about time we repay those who betrayed our house. Come. I mean, I'm just gonna go with these guys because, I mean, the other guy betrayed everybody. So, of course, I'm going after this guy. Rogue traitor, you treasonous worm. I knew I should have killed you. That is enough, boy. You betrayed the child, our house, Tessaphone herself. Surrender. I am the savior of our house. I am prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them. Oh, you wish to fight? Let's do this. Oh no, he shot him.
Before the faithful.
How dare you.
To his enemies!
Okay, prepare for battle. We have these guys over here. We have these guys over here. Okay, he's gonna go first. Woody. I'm thinking... Woody. I'm thinking about how you just blast this guy. You are just gonna blast him. Let's see. Varden Heste. We're gonna have you kind of behind. Maybe not there. Okay, maybe just here. Adira, you can stay here. Abelard, I'll have you go left. Pascal, I'll have you get ready to shoot. You know, get ready to just blast this guy if you can. Who else? Where is you? There you are. Sky, I want you to go. I also want you to go. Left as well. Okay. Let's do this. He's good. Okay. I have two. Well, I'm gonna give you this.
Rejoice in service.
And you're just going to
I'll do
do
it.
this. Okay, you only have 2 points. Do this. Do this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And just blast him.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Destroyed. Enter. Okay, that ended that way faster than I thought was gonna happen. We're about to destroy these guys. Okay. Well, then I want you to go here.
Guided by faith.
Do
I'll
this. Do
As
this.
the Emperor commands, I act.
And do
I'll
this.
do it.
Destroy them.
Eradicated.
Good job.
Can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nice. Oh, he's almost dead. Good job, Argenta. Who's next? Okay, Pascal's next. Woody. Okay, who are these guys? These guys are... these dudes. Woody. Okay, I want you to go here.
There's no one route forward.
Woody. Area. Doesn't matter who I'd shoot at. Huh.
My vow is to serve.
Dude, got him. That is one. Let's do this. Do this.
Request approved.
And do this.
The scriptural prognosis
Woody.
is favorable.
Perfect. Enter. Oh no, he's gonna shoot. No. That's alright. Oh no. Oh no, he shot Sky. How dare he? He missed. Varden. Let's see. Well, do this.
The Emperor commands.
Do... oh. I can do you. And then I can go ahead and do this.
Actions will speak louder than words.
And then I'm gonna give this to you.
I am but a vessel.
It's merely a
for my
flesh wound.
As the
Huh.
Emperor commands, I act.
Huh.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Destroy you.
As
Huh.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Huh.
I'll do it.
Huh. And destroy this guy.
Doubt is for the weak.
Good job. Huh. Let's see, can I give this to Pascal? Pascal, shoot them. Oh, you can't shoot. Oh, it's a movement only.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Okay, enter. Let's go ahead and have you move in the open over here.
Will be done.
You know what? Might as well go here. Shoot this guy. Oh. I was hoping. Sky, get him. Get him, Cassie, get him. Oh, she gave me an extra turn. She's an officer. Which means I will go ahead and use that turn. Shoot this
And
person.
so it shall be done. Let this be the warning to all who
Give
oppose
you
us.
this. Okay. End turn. When does Sky go? Shoot, they're probably gonna kill him before Sky gets to go. Yep, there you go.
No, this is your burden, child.
Oh no.
Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
Oh no.
No. Don't leave me alone in this violet brown haze. Wake up. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Oh, you know, when I imagined this character, I didn't realize she was going to be like this innocent person. Because I saw this picture and just assumed something.
He was a fine seaman before.
Oh.
He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
Losing a mentor is a sorrowful event, beginning the mantra of spiritual assuagement.
I regret that we have to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
I'm sorry.
What are you going to do to me?
If you wish to leave the station alive, you must first sign a contract. You will undertake to serve as my navigator until I release you from my obligation. See, Lady Cassia, I am Varden Heste von Valencius, rogue trader of the Imperium of Man. Offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel. And see, Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to House Vercelios as the earliest opportunity. Here. Let's be overly formal. Let's see. Or I could do this. Maybe it's a little too formal. Lady Cassia, I, Varden Heste von Valencius, rogue trader of the Imperium of Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel. Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, I shall restore you to... Let's do this one.
As a Lady Navigator of House Orcelio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
And I imagine your retinue will also come with us. Okay. Well, Adira, you've been replaced. You have been replaced, and they're going to join my vessel. Let's see. Now, there's a whole guide about how to do her... Or how to do her stuff.
An audience?
I do.
Color the uncolored.
There's a whole guide about how to do your stuff. Woody. I'm gonna have to look at that guide before I start doing things. Woody. What was it? How did it work? I know it's like her things is fellowship and willpower. So we'll just do fellowship first. And I think she has a bunch of navigator like stuff here. Yeah, I definitely have to figure this out. Under my protection. Let's see. Blood augury. Ebb of flow. Let's see. Line of sight. I'm definitely gonna have to look through this. Open the warp. Pass unscathed. I'm just gonna grab things. Guide of Souls. Because I'm gonna redo this anyway. I'm gonna redo all of this. All of this, just picking random stuff. Fellowship. Let's see. Oh, she's got a lot of cool stuff. Waking Nightmare. Ooh. Kind of want to get some of this. I mean, she doesn't need the exact same things I have. Just Waking Nightmare sounds cool. Random. 2. More random. Seems to... What do you need? I think you need Persuasion. Oh no, I know you need Lore Warp. Oh yeah, that's right. What's this one? Doo-doo. Any kill that make it restores 1 AP and 1 MP. Oh, I believe it was this one. Let's do lower warp. Willpower. Do random. Definitely gonna redo your stuff. Willpower. Do. This looks cool. Okay. Random. More random. And then we will do persuasion. Gork and Mork are coming. Oh no, not Gork and Mork. That's alright. I accept that they will be here. It shall be fun. Shall be fun. Oh, let's get all these items. Let's get all these items. 'Cause I do want them. I want them all. Give them to me. Give me my items. Oh, I want my items. If you don't mind giving them all to me. Okay, is that everything? It is not everything. This guy. And that should be it for this area. Let's go ahead and let
Know your
leave.
duty.
I definitely have to respec her. Yeah, apparently Cassie is like one of the most powerful companions you can have. She's like one of the best ones. So she's going to be a full-on member of my team, Cassian. So Cassia, Argenta are for sure are going to stay on my team. Let's see, who else? Either Abelard or the other guy. I can have 6, so I gotta think. Cassian. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest her quarters first, your heart starts beating furiously. Your breaths come short and choppy. Your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice the Vidus is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course, when you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. She was to speak to me alone. What do you wish to speak of? Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vidus, and lowering her lashes slightly turns to you. What do you wish to speak about? Tell me more about what the ritual entails. First you will do your duty as Navigator. What do you wish to speak about? Before I begin the ritual, I wish to look once again to the eyes of the man whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impenetrable walls of Urak V, or 5, long before we ever met. It surely is you, Varden Heste, the person the whole expanse and the Calixis sector are talking about, and now a rogue traitor as well. After a few seconds hesitation, Cassie lets out a small exhale, and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful lash when Theobald's heart stopped. But you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. But now, Cassie throws back her shoulders. I am ready to go to this Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Let's see. Let's see. I shall ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Nevis. Let's see. I am not going to waste... Yeah. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me, if you can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it's opened. And then my Vox guy comes back. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. We've done it. We have our Navigator. And it is very nice. The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Nevis picks up the serration of clothes, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, then the stifled gasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. I see violent vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter, forsaken by her father, yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her, no, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. The Vox Master recoils at Cassie's words and accidentally snaps one of the Codner's levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My adjutant apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Voxmaster, see to it that you receive 5 lashes to show for the clumsiness. What is happening to Cassandra? Hello, Sourap. Hello, Sourap. Cassie, are you alright in there? Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants in the Sanctum Nevis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. Their throats raw from strain, and in sudden silence, the dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's rite, as it was her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Nevis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue Trader, I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric, and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Spare me a few moments of your time. Please, there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I want to report on the condition of the station Uruk 5. Regrettably, we arrived too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The warp disruptions affecting Uruk 5 twisted the bodies and minds of its attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia, thank the Emperor. The navigators are trained to resist the Immaterium pull. I would also like to remind you that Governor Medina is still waiting to talk to you in his command center. Why is it always the business with you, Phidias? Couldn't you sometimes just visit and tell me how wonderful things is? I'm flying out to meet with the governor immediately. Prepare the shuttle. I still have business in the system. Inform the governor that he will have to wait. As you please, Lord Captain. Yeah, because I want to do these side quest stuff. Seems like it'd be very important. Let's see, what should I do first? I kind of want to do the prison. Let's do the prison. Lord Captain, there is some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. End dialogue. Cassia, are you alright? Cassia, no. Poor Cassia. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Press. Hello, Cassie.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleased me to see you adjusting to the life aboard the ship. Alas, the title alone is not enough to hold everyone's attention all the time. Point at the book in Cassie's hands. I see you are fond of reading. What do you think you were doing here? Let's see. It pleases me to see you adjusting the life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
I've shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Okay. Are you satisfied with your new attendance?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility, but they are quite tolerable. Thank you for your concern.
Reception test. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes the topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It is clear that she does not feel comfortable aboard a ship teeming with new people. See, I hope you have ample time to calm yourself in your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting.
I see.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
I see. Continue.
Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Continue.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
Oh, continue.
I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Frightening by her own words, Cassia covers her mouth, pales, blushes, then pales again and hides her face behind a cascade of her snow-white hair. I'm beginning to think, Lady Cassia, that the feelings I have for you are far more complicated than common sympathy. Oh my goodness, I could romance her. You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad, and it is just as natural to share them with others. Quite right, so I would ask that you mind what you say from now on. It is indeed difficult for me to feel empathy for a mutant. However, the crew's well-being hinges on the Navigator. I believe the conversation has reached its natural conclusion. And see, I am beginning to think, Lady Cassia, that the feelings I have for you are far more complicated than common sympathy. And see, you have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad. It's just as natural to share them with others. I think this is more natural, what I would say.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
Continue.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I would not dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first set eyes on her. I would rather we find amusement elsewhere, perhaps in the privacy of my oh my goodness. What I find childish is your manner of addressing me, as if I were your friend or your mistaken belief that anyone here would be interested in hearing about your emotional turmoil. Oh my goodness. I understand what you are going through. My own life was turned upside down not too long ago. I'm not in the habit of finding amusement at the expense of my people. Just remember to keep your emotions in check. Let's see. This one's not too bad. Oh my gosh, this one's just straight up. But it seems like I can romance her. Let's see, I understand what you are going through. Let's see. Either this one or this one. I think this is more how I'd approach this. Let's see. Not too long ago.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
Let's see. It is so bad that we are enjoying each other's company. Let's see. Anything could be improved by having a Jigglypuff. True, true. If only there was a Jigglypuff here. See, if I may be so bold as to presume my subjects have found themselves overcome by your rare beauty, as I have. Oh my goodness. Is it so bad that we are enjoying each other's company? Or would you prefer to proceed straight to my oh my goodness. I do not tolerate idlers on this ship, and my officers know it well. Perhaps my people did not wish to disturb you. I'm afraid I must return my duties. Yeah, perhaps they just didn't want to disturb you.
Or because my presence offends them.
No.
Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
You're welcome. But man, you can just straight up... straight up romance her. True, you could just straight up tell her to go to your room. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is there any things in here? Items? Items? Any items? 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 No, no items. No items. Okay, let's go. Let us leave. Let us leave. Hoodie. Oi. Do. We got our Navigator. And she'll probably be a full-on member of my team. She's my new party member. 100%. See. Oh, she's at the front. I want to talk to her. Let's talk to her. There she is. Cassia. Let's see, Argenta, do you have anything new, actually?
Greetings.
Nothing. Nothing new. I shall speak to... Who's it? Oh, he's the valet. Cassie.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terror.
Listen in silence.
And uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
Let's see, navigators identify so strongly with their house. It must be difficult for you not to be able to lean on your elders. But you have my word that I will look after you.
You will? That would be most appreciated, Lord Captain.
No problem. So if you've never lived anywhere other than Uruk 5.
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orselio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Tell me about your life on the station.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Did you have friends, someone you could turn to for a simple conversation, not a discussion of yet another lecture?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station. And you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence.
Continue.
And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
Let's see. You have a point. It's about time we made the decks quieter. I will have the lower ranks stripped of their vocal cords. No. As a ruler cannot maim people just because it is in his power to do so. On the contrary, it is the duty of every ruler to look after his subjects. You may find it difficult to believe, but the practice of depriving servants of their voice is not particularly widespread outside of House Orsilio. I like the noise people make here. It fills the ship with life.
Your words sound amazing.
She is your navigator, right? Yeah, she's my navigator.
Duty dictates the need for violence.
I'll admit, I kind of want to
Would dispensing
romance
it
her.
not be their responsibility? I will contemplate your answer in solitude.
I did not expect her character to be this way. I thought she would be different. I didn't realize she was actually going to be this innocent person. Let's see. Words sound amazing. Blasphemous. Would dispersing it not be their responsibility? I will contemplate your answer in solitude. Let's see. You can actually romance her if you can. Yeah, I saw that there were some options. I haven't chosen them yet. I've been more respectful so far. That's how I've been so far. But yeah, there's been a couple options I was really tempted to pick. Your third eye, do you always conceal it?
The Navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil.
I see.
Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The Navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
I cannot blame them. You do not look repulsive. Who cares for the opinion of short-sighted rabble? You can serve us and die for us. Keep their thoughts to themselves. You are beautiful, Cassia. Do not let anyone convince you otherwise. Here we go. This is an option that works.
Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety.
I would not dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first set eyes on her. I cannot help it. The sight of you brings only improper thoughts floating to my mind. Do not take my words to heart. They were born of common courtesy. Let's see. We'll do this one.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Looks like I started a romance. What does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me.
See, continue.
But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, An indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
I noticed that your love of painting is reflected in your speech as well. You associate so many images with hues and colors.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
Why don't we talk about something else?
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
Tell me about House Orsilio.
As the only voice of our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
See, is the Orsilio prophecy system named after your ancestor?
You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Colleen Orselio was simply a skilled navigator.
I see. I take it House Orsilio has a rich history.
Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy.
Who rules the house?
Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house. It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Auronto Orselio is ensuring the stability of the house.
You lived in seclusion on a closed station until Bellic committed his sabotage. So then you must be...
So, says Regent Auronto.
Oh, she's the successor.
Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novator. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden.
With your permission, I would like to talk about something else.
By all means.
What does her special sight reveal?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it. Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life.
Okay.
The esteemed Magus Hanuman is shattered like a beautiful stained glass window into a mosaic of colors. His bright, beckoning hues are mixed together in complete disarray. I must confess it.
Buy her flowers?
Normally, scarlet.
Maybe
and
I should.
steel
I will
are
buy
all
her
that fills
flowers.
the heart of a servant of the Omnissiah.
Continue.
Behind the cobalt steel of his thoughts, behind the cold, faded gray of his emotions, An ember, the color of amber, glows in Master Van Kalox's soul. So bright and warm, one is tempted to touch it. It is sad that the interrogator seeks to drown it with his own hands in the bottomless blue of duty. Sad indeed, but I can relate. Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
Yeah, Idira, it really, I don't really trust Idira at all. I'm not gonna lie. Don't really trust her. Let's talk about us, shall we?
Right here? Are you sure?
It is best for us if we end our relationship. No, let's discuss other things.
Of course.
This,
Let us turn from personal matters to more pressing concerns.
yeah, this is where I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
No problem. I already kind of like her, although Arjet is still really cool. But I'll admit, I didn't realize her character was going to be that way. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What does Idira say? Where are you? Why is there, your lordship? Is there a dead guy right here? Why is there a dead guy right here? There's Idira. No, you got nothing to say. Nothing to say. I think that's it. I think everybody's pretty much done. But we have done our 3 hours. We got our navigator. We actually got our navigator. Woody. Let's go ahead and save, just in case. I'm gonna definitely respec her. I respect everybody. And I think I have to redo it again, because those last 2 levels I kinda think I screwed up. I don't remember the guides too well. But yeah, definitely gotta do that. As among other things. Probably redo their equipment too. Because there's definitely some things that need to be done. Oh, you have 62 now. Well, you have 75 awareness, so you're going to stay there. So you are probably not going to be someone I'm going to take with me anymore. So I'm going to keep you here. I got to get your warp up. I do got to redo her stuff. In fact, let's look at you. Oh, I forgot to do you. Take these off, because these are going to go to Navigator. What do you have? I see. I want you to have a bonus to your warp. Do. I have so much random stuff. So many random stuff. Woody. What is this? All attacks of opportunity deal an additional agility bonus damage. I wonder who I should give that to. +3 logic. You already have this. Already have that. Do. Auto gun. I have so many weapons. I gotta look into everything. So much stuff. I'm not gonna level you up right now. But I got her. Heals, yeah. Do I have a better outfit for you? I think I do. Need to give you something better. Okay, perhaps I do not. I know I'm wearing something pretty strong. But I can always give myself one of these instead. Odi, Odi. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Plus 10 to bonus to commerce and lore. Perfect. I do like that. Plus 5 to persuasion. I like that. Plus 5 to all characteristics. I like that. This is pretty good. Do I not have a necklace? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Do you have any necklace? I gave you a necklace. Oh, that's for heretical, though. So you're the only one that can use that. Wait, what is your conviction? What is your conviction? Oh, you're iconoclast. Oh, no, that's me. Oh, you're dogmatic. Okay. Dogmatic. And he got plasma or autogun? This guy's got my plasma. Plasma. And see, he's using this plasma pistol. And he does pretty good. And I do plan on having Argenta be my heavy bolter. But for now, she'll have a normal bolter. I've been raising her strength so I can get her to use a heavy bolter eventually. Should be nice. Dude. Any chance to upgrade your ship? Let's see. Not yet. Not yet. I did look that up. I did look that up. And so it's a bit more connected to the it's connected to the what you call the UDI. UDI. It's connected to the UDI. My mind. It's not working. The colonization stuff. That's right. So there's like a colonization thing. So it's connected to that as well as the reputations that I need. If I can remember which one that is. Cargo manager? Or this? Where is reputations? Here it is, right here. So the Navy is how you buy stuff for your ship upgrades. And it's connected to the colonization, so some choices you make with colonization will improve this reputation. So that's why it's so high. It's because you can improve it through colonization. So that's definitely something I'm planning on doing. So pretty much these guys, and I think maybe these guys are the only ones I'm gonna probably do. But we shall see. We shall see. do. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed stream. It was a lot of me just talking and reading. But we did get the Navigator. And we're now romancing the Navigator. Only because she's kind of, she's got this, like, naive innocence that is pretty interesting. You just want to protect her. But yes, tomorrow shall be Power World, and we're playing on a new server. It seems like every week we're starting a new server. But yes, we're playing on a new server. We already started on it to get established. It's on a server with a lot, many other VTubers. Well, it's actually open to the public, but there's a lot of VTubers on there too. So it should be funsies. Funsies. But until then, I shall see you all next time. Goodbye. Power World again.